How? In the summer of 1957, a market researcher named James Baker revealed an astonishing report of a 6-week experiment on 45,000 people in a New Jersey cinema, the point of which was to flash popcorn and coke for mere fractions of a millisecond, too brief for the conscious mind to register, but not for the subconscious, with the result of 18% increase in coke sales and 57% for popcorn.
I didn't see anything but a lot of racing cars.
Well, that's the whole idea, Lieutenant. You don't see it with your eye. You see it with your subconscious mind, which is quicker than the eye. That's why it's called subliminal. Look.
I'll be a son of a gun.
We start with pure milk chocolate.
Chocolate.
Add a layer of farm fresh honey.
Oh, sweet.
Then we sprinkle on 4 kinds of sugar. And dip it in rich, creamery butter.
Dad, what if I told you you could lose weight without dieting or lifting a finger?
I'd say you're a lying scumbag. Why, sweetie?
According to Eternity magazine, you can lose weight through subliminal learning. That's where an idea is subtly implanted in your head without you even knowing it.
Oh, Lisa, that's a load of rich creamery butter.
In Vicari's report, that the kistoscope is featured. That's a device for exposing objects to the eye for a very brief measured period of time.
See, a movie doesn't come all on one big reel. It comes on a few. So someone has to be there to switch the projectors at the exact moment that one reel ends and the next one begins. He flips the projectors, movie keeps right on going, and nobody in the audience has any idea. It affords him other interesting opportunities.
Like splicing single frames of pornography into family film.
That's when you'll catch a flash of Tyler's contribution to the film.
A nice big cock.
Yeah, it stands to reason, like they're sitting there with your crush, lifting a straw to your lips, and then boom, here's you-know-what. And what if it's a 3D theater? If we're talking about switching film reels, how does that apply now that everything's been digitalized? It's called subliminal, which refers to perception below the threshold of consciousness. When you catch a glimpse of something but don't quite comprehend what it is due to a lack of time for your perception to process it. Since even the most powerful computer in the known universe, the human brain takes time to register. We live in the past. Bad news, you're slow. Good news, your brain knows it. From the time light reflects off an object and hits your retina till an electric impulse travels well along the brain's pathways, at least 70 milliseconds have passed. During this time, a baseball that clocks in at a rather lame 85 miles per hour has already traveled 10 feet. The only reason why it can hit the ball at all is that the brain extrapolates a moving object's perceived location from where it was when you saw it to where it most likely is, compensating for the delay. Says John Reynolds, a PhD neurobiologist at the Salk Institute in San Diego. For example, in ads, even president has used it.
George Bush has a plan. Add a prescription drug benefit to Medicare. The Gore prescription plan, bureaucrats decide. The Gore prescription plan, bureaucrats decide.
Don't let your kids watch it!
But since the ad is subliminally dangerous, it had to be pulled.
Damn!
It officially permeated the cultural zeitgeist. Operating with more modern terms, it went viral.
LT, thank God you're here. The government's putting subliminal messages in your videos.
Subliminal messages? Do you have any idea how insane that sounds?
Is that a Navy tattoo?
A Navy tattoo? Do you have any idea how insane that sounds?
Lieutenant Smash! But your pant legs!
It's a 3-pronged attack. Subliminal, liminal, and superliminal.
Superliminal?
I'll show you. Hey, you! Join the Navy! Yeah, all right.
I'm in.
The following impossible to guess, well, impossible not to guess, grade A certified bullshit storm. The prostitutes were typing away with one hand. Monstrous sensation. The humanity is royally screwed. Turns out people can be brainwashed into anything without them even knowing. Hank grabbing guns and starting an incessant Columbine, and with the other heroically banging on Vickery's door, begging for such a device to rake in some serious dough. Good to go. Vickery, of course, was very upset by such grievous prospects, but then the blow came from where it was most expected. The feds pulled up and got him by the crown jewels with a pair of pliers.
Allow me to present to you.
Come on, show it!
You're about to grab coke.
Fingers crossed. That was it? I didn't see jack shit!
One's gotta pay the closest attention.
You didn't hope that I'd be blind, did you?
Stare dead center. Dead center.
Oh, wow! Suddenly I'm in the mood for a coke!
For real?
No deals! Get up! Around on the wheel, wasting everyone's time. Total disaster. If I were in his shoes, I would just break down and cry. Heck, I did cry. Broski backpedaled so hard I thought he was moonwalking. With my method, sales could show negative growth too, meaning sales are growing, but in a negative direction. That is, they're falling, but at the same time growing. With excuses straight out of kindergarten, as the pressure from everybody kept mounting, dude started switching his story faster than a Wi-Fi signal. So, some guy named James Vickery, who I stupidly mistook for this guy, had said it was analogous to a puppet master pulling a puppet's strings. 1984 is about to unfold.
Timmy, where's Lassie?
She's out in the orchard, Ma. Peaches are coming in mighty early this year.
Smoke.
You know what they say, Timmy. Early peaches, long summer.
Smoke.
At this point, the TV channel CBC made an offer to our innovator to run an experiment. During a particular half-hour show, the text "Call Now" popped up 352 times. The viewers were dying to take a shit, a cold one, but for reasons that defy logic, not a single one subliminally guessed what was needed to be done. In response, many brands dove straight into
Welcome to Subliminal Advertising. Don't worry, it will only affect your brain. Subliminal Advertising.
Complete.
Anyway, in June of '58, Vickery's methods were declared unscientific and officially debunked by the American Psychological Association. Though nobody knows it, but nobody knows it. Lawsuits flying left, right, and center. In '90, a crackdown hit a rock band for slipping into their song the phrase, "Clear the room, hide the children and pregnant women." Do it. Apparently, the parents interpreted it as
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.
a trial in Nevada because a teenage, according to the parents, just adorable Kitty James, sat in a hospital and he and his friend Ray had subliminally heard the phrase "do it" in a rock song that, brace yourself, doesn't even have the words "do it" in the lyrics. So it caused them to do it. Committed suicide! Ray died instantly, but James survived with serious injuries, only to die from drugs 3 years later. But for the parents, it was crystal clear. It's all because of your goddamn phone! Why the hell did you buy him this iPhone?
Damn it. I knew I should have got him an iPad.
Assume the position! How did you survive till teenage? Nike says do it all the time, every time. And then there's this guy. Do it!
And now commercial break.
Only how the hell did this last man standing find it out if the message is subliminal?
Truly, I have no idea there.
Lo and behold, an autopsy afterwards showed that they'd been 3 sheets in the wind and chose a church playground for their grand finale. But parents know better, so the band that, instead of commanding to hit repeat, once all their loyal fans dropped dead to the beat just so only they alone would listen to their own tracks filled with subliminal suicide cues, had to sing it in court.
So,
Are these rock bands doing the devil's work?
Better by you, better than me.
Are there subliminal duets on the Better By You, Better Than Me song?
Yet, against all odds, nobody kicked the bucket. The judge later apologized for that, for wasting everyone's time. Naturally, the shit hit the fan. Walt Disney was accused of subliminal directives such as all good teenagers take off your clothes, underwear. The Lion King turned out to be an adult movie. While Disney was sorting out a conspiracy theorist lawsuit DDoS, film director William Friedkin came off and said he intentionally added a lot of subliminal images into his new movie Jade. At the box office, the movie bombed. But the Coca-Cola and popcorn sales were as flat as the plot line. By the way, Funo by James Vickery had other groundbreaking breakthroughs. Women's eye blink rates dropped significantly in supermarkets. Psychological spring lasts more than twice as long as psychological winter. The experience of a woman baking a cake could be likened to a woman giving birth. But the founding father figured he'd had enough of toiling for humanity's sake and quietly rode off into the sunset. Only him, with freshly earned $22 million. You should have at least warned that the ending is so tragic. Hello, Vsauce, Michael here. The poorest fellow earned a fortune by telling straight-up dog shit with a dead serious face on TV. Why jump to such conclusions right off the bat? What if it actually works? He might have just gotten unlucky with the demo. Listen, at this point, fact check better. Out here, misinforming us. No. At this point, screw you. In '62, to get the pesky buzz chasers off his back, he admitted in an interview with Advertising Age magazine that it's all total crap. These tapes that sell for as much as $1,000 as sad. The price. Because the quality is nice, produce desirable effects. Weight loss, breast enlargement, improvement of sexual function, relief from constipation. And get this, a shitload of years rolled by since that big fat expose. Guess who only started freaking out about subliminal mind control? Europe, for the love of croissant.
We're saving up to go to Europe.
Peter, we went to Europe. You didn't like it.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. My TV isn't here. Let's go home.
What a mess. One could just lighten them across the pond.
All right, kids, gather round. Time to make our yearly terrible call to Great Aunt Helen.
Hello?
Hi, Aunt Helen. It's Peter, Lois, and the whole family. We're calling to say Merry
Lois,
Christmas.
What?
We were just calling to... I hope you got our card.
Here.
Okay, nobody talk. We'll just wait for her to talk. Well, we just wanted to...
There, dear?
Damn it! So how was the...
have a cold. The pond froze over a family of raccoons.
All right, well, Merry Christmas.
Though there is a country that started panicking with a 40-year delay. 40, Carl!
Plan to make Russia great again. Russia? Hey, wait a minute. Оставь меня в покое, Mr. Music. Vladimir Putin. Yep, on the list. Go ahead and vote. Hey, what about me? Not on the list.
The Los Angeles Times even has a piece mocking the ridiculousness of this entrenched panic with a delay. But Americans may stop celebrating too, who researchers Anthony Pratt Canis and Elliot Aronson estimated alone on subliminal self-help content annually spent more than $50 million. Just tell me who I need to contact.
Yo, what's up, G?
Check this out. I just blew my last $2,000. Copped 4 subliminal tape sets. Got the 5th for free.
Bruh, it was debunked 70 years ago. Nah, I gotta bounce. Forgot to turn off my broom.
Someone can spare 2K? You book 70 years ago! Keep your tall tales for grandmas. The tape says, fluent Spanish in 500 tape. Como te llamos? Me llamo Max. Me llamo Max. It's just with one film ending, there is a time gap. It's very brief. But I'm gonna go home now and lie on the couch, and you're in this again. Tomorrow, this smart-ass face getting smashed. I grabbed subliminal bodybuilding. Subliminal manipulations and techniques still nevertheless may be found in high school and college textbooks. Psychology professor Dr. Wilson Brian Key, who for his 40 college lectures used to get $100,000 annually. Bestsellers, by the way. It doesn't work this way. It works the other way. Advertising is so potent, they manipulate an unwary public by using hidden images and words that evoke strong emotional responses. The techniques used are so powerful because A, they appeal to repressed sexual taboos in our society, and B, the brain takes less than a millisecond for all aspects of a complex advertisement to be perceived, analyzed, and comprehended. The most interesting part, examples, brace yourself. The word sex has been subliminally written into Abraham Lincoln's spare on $5 bills. Do you see why I crave this naked Ritz cracker so much? Because every one of these has 12 words sex molded on each side. Oh, can't see it? Because you're blind. Without a special sophisticated instrument, the anamorphoscope. Anyone can construct an anamorphoscope by simply paper-clipping a sheet of silver mirror foil around a 3-inch pickle jar. So much for technological marvels! Every day already do it! A clamplate orgy affects the subconscious big time! You're messing up with my subconscious, goddammit! Something wicked is coming this way!
I am now going to assault your mind with subliminal messages!
Having once participated in a 4-year study of the unconscious mind's ability to absorb subliminal messages, in those days it was called going to college, I have to ask one question. Don't beat me. Mr. PhD, Emeritus Scholar, Doctor, Bachelor, Master, Professor of Everything, Knowledge Monopolizer, Baron of Brilliance, Supreme Overlord of the Intellectual Realm. What kind of specialists do colleges produce now?
You better shut your big yap.
Oh, you shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, you shut up.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Why don't you both shut up?
Hi, friends. I'm Dr. Marvin Monroe. You will be cured, but it's going to require somewhat more unorthodox methods.
Unortho what?
Don't worry. I'll have plenty of time to explain while I warm up the electric generator. Have the ability to shock them, and they have the ability to shock...
Just testing.
Why you? No, Homer, not yet. You see, this is what is known as aversion therapy. When someone hurts you emotionally, you will hurt them physically, and gradually you will learn not to hurt each other at all. And won't that be wonderful, Homer?
Oh, yes, Doctor.
Can someone with a conspiracy degree explain what's the main point of attending lectures in the first place if one still doesn't remember all the details, only the main point that... Watson, pray pause. The matter is as clear as the fog lifting from Baker Street. Obvious to the keenest eye. Yet you persist in your befuddlement.
What the hell were you
Just do it! Yesterday you said tomorrow. Buy my books. No even need to read, just lay them out and give them a quick eyeball. However, in the scientific world, there is something that is very similar, though with differences. For example, scientists do recognize it. It's called priming. In 1996, renowned Yale psychologist John Barr unleashed what would go down as one of the most talked about experiments in modern psychology. Different groups were given scramble sentences to unscramble to see who could crack the jumble like a linguistic ninja. The experiment ended and everyone was dismissed. and the real experiment kicked into high gear. Like, you know how psychologists are always trying to fool one about what the real intentions of the test are. So when you find yourself asked to draw a hippo's ass, there might be a caveat.
Okay, I found a test online that will tell us once and for all whether Bart is a...
Wait a minute. We can't just give Bart something labeled sociopath test.
You're right. We need Bart to think the test is for something else.
Hey, son, your mom and I just found this quiz you'd really love to take. Are you a jet ski dude or a motocross maestro?
Remember to answer the questions honestly. We want to know if you meet the clinical definition of jet ski dude.
As it turns out, somewhere nonchalantly slipped words with an elderly stereotype like gray, old, Florida.
Let's go. Lose control. 3, 2, 1. Drop it.
Leaving, these participants were walking down a hall more carefully and slowly. The ones with words like young, ambitious, carefree, on the flip side faster. In another study at a liquor store, researchers found that sales fluctuated with the music. A bit more French wine is sold on days when French music is on, and more German and alternate days with German music. I called, tell me please, do you have this bunker as far away from 5G towers as possible still available? The idea of priming isn't subliminal. On the contrary, it can be quite blatantly obvious. Just trying to surreptitiously tap into possible associations you might have already stored. Friends and baguettes, me and likes. Hello, Japanese sushi? Ruski vodka.
Bucket franchise.
You reading my thoughts? Deutschland Bär. I don't want to get my stomach upset, so Mexican tacos.
A glass of water, napkins, a straw, and the use of the restroom, please.
Don't you hear the...
I'm not gonna tip you, shit.
Not even at least 30%? At the very least, your car keys, Bitcoin wallet, or mortgage. Our restaurant, of course, doesn't force you to tip. But in 2005, Professor John Ioannidis from Stanford, with why most published research findings are false, set the scientific world ablaze. Many studies that appear in textbooks for decades aren't even reliable. He identified less skepticism, more hype.
Gather round, kids. We're about to enter the museum.
Oh, man.
Of crime.
It's known as the reproducibility crisis. A large-scale effort to replicate 100 studies from top psychology journals has found that 32% can't be reproduced at all. Hold your tapes. You want to say that my every third book is just BS, and one can't even tell which ones?
911, what's the emergency?
I want to report a crime.
The dogs have picked up the scent of books. Send in the battering ram. Here we go.
Then goes many labs to a massive replication effort. Out of 28 classic and contemporary published studies, only 54% pulled up. What does it all mean? The hell knows. University associates write massive takedowns on each other, then are accused of research fraud, then delete them, then delete the accusations, then republish them, then retract them, then republish the accusations. There is even a leaderboard tracking who's the reigning champion of retracted papers. Well, priming, primal battleground, puts even this minimal effect of subliminality on question.
Are there any real questions?
Now get this. In Europe, Russia, Australia, Turkey, and the UK, there is a law that bans using subliminal influence in broadcasting. How can one forbid something that doesn't exist? Ban this, the 69th trade technique you'll copy. That's straight up impossible. What was that, man? And here again. Oh no. Watch out! I could have written anything there. Alright, I've packed this very video with a whole bunch of 25th frame subliminal commands. Where are my likes, subs, bucklers, waving giant fans tossing waves into my mouth?
I've suddenly felt an urge to drink Pepsi.
I know conspiracy theories don't touch this channel with a 10-foot pole. A glorious village degenerate. B, the videos are on purpose shot in 25 frames. But if you know one, whisper this in their ear. Every time they zip past the billboard, it... Each time they flip through a magazine or a newspaper, it also... Whenever they switch the TV from channel to channel, it also... Now picture this. The man is actually a genius and the demonstration totally crushed it. It just had on-screen hero, don't believe this. Should you conduct psychology experiments, grab a sample of preferably more than 2 people. Gotta check if this video violates any laws.
No, but also with it's pure passion, and just a skill with the notions to have a way, not to I don't.
Yeah.